Hello everyone, welcome to Students Point. This is 5th of December and we are going to see all of the important current affairs issues and questions. So pay your attention till the end. And to get PDF of all these videos, you can join us on Telegram by writing the channel's name Students Point. You can also follow us on Instagram by writing the username The Students Point. And if you are finding this video useful, then don't forget to like the video and do share the video with your friends and loved ones. Also don't forget to press the subscribe button and the bell icon to receive the notification of all the latest important videos. Now here's the question for the day which everyone has to answer in the comment section. The question is Nongpok Sekmai police station ranked the best police station in the country is located in. These are the options. Read the options carefully and then answer it correctly. Let's begin. First we will see this report, State of Global Climate Provisional Report, its finding. This report is very important. Let's see what is it. The report titled as State of the Global Climate Provisional Report is being prepared by World Meteorological Organization. It has given some key findings which includes it said that the global mean surface temperature for January to October 2020 was 1.2 degrees Celsius higher than the pre-industrial baseline, that is during 1850 to 1900. So compared to the temperature prevailing during this period, temperature from January to October in 2020 was 1.2 degrees Celsius higher. And there is at least 1 in 5 chance of it temporarily exceeding 1.5 degrees Celsius by 2024. This means that our ambition under Paris Climate Agreement to limit the global rise of temperature up to or not more than 1.5 degrees Celsius by end of the century is going to be breached by just 2024, that is 76 years before our ambition or before our target. 2020 will also be one of the 3 hottest year just behind 2016 and 2019. 2020 would have been in fact the hottest year, but because of lockdown imposed due to COVID-19, greenhouse gases emission reduced slightly. That is the reason why it was behind 2019 emissions. 80% of the ocean areas have experienced at least one marine heat wave so far in 2020. Scientific evidences indicates that increasing temperatures are a direct result of human-led global warming, which is an impact of emission of greenhouse gases. The most affected regions were the Sahel, the Greater Horn region of Africa, China, India, Korea, which includes both North Korea and South Korea, and Japan. And it also said that the decade 2011 to 2020 would be the warmest ever. This is important to remember that this decade is going to be the warmest ever decade. And please note that after record of greenhouse gases levels of 2019, there has been a slight dip in this year, all because of lockdown due to COVID-19. Now let's see the questions. Commission for Agriculture Cost and Prices recommends MSP for. So this commission recommends minimum support price for 22 crops. In exam, there are high chances that they will ask this question. So mark this question or write it in your notes. So there are 22 crops for which at present Commission for Agriculture Costs and Prices recommends MSP. This recommends MSP for 22 mandated crops and fair and remunerative price for sugarcane. These mandated crops include 14 crops of Kharif, 6 Rabi crops and 2 other commercial crops. These crops includes in cereal category, it includes paddy, wheat, barley, jawar, bajra, maize and ragi. In pulses, it includes gram, arhar, moong, urad, lentil. In oilseeds, it includes groundnut, rapeseed or mustard, toria, soybean, sunflower seed, sesame, safflower seed and niger seed. I will suggest everyone to pause this video for a while and read each these names very carefully. Then raw cotton, raw jute, copra, dehusked coconut and sugarcane. For sugarcane, they suggest fair and remunerative price. So let's see. Commission on Agriculture Cost and Prices considered various factors. These factors include cost of cultivation, supply and demand situation for that commodity, market price trends, which includes the market price trends for both domestic and global market, and parity compared to other crops. This is important to remember that it even compares the parity of other crops, that what is the prices of other crops and what prices should be kept for that particular crop, and implications for consumers, that is inflation, that whether keeping higher MSP for any particular crop will lead to inflation and it will affect consumers. It also takes into account environment, that is soil and water use, and terms of trade between agriculture and non-agriculture sectors. I repeat this once again for you. It considers cost of cultivation, supply and demand situation for commodity, market price trends both domestically and globally. Then it also compares parity compared to other crops, its implications for consumers, that is particularly inflation, and it also considers environment, which is soil and water use, and terms of trade between agriculture and non-agriculture sectors. And please note one important fact, that this commission does not do any field-based cost estimates itself. I repeat this statement once again, that this commission does not do any field-based cost estimates itself, so it heavily relies for its projections using state-wise crop-specific production cost estimates, which is provided by Directorate of Economics and Statistics in the Agriculture Ministry. What was the news then? See, you must have heard that farmers have been demanding continuously that the government guarantee in writing the MSP, which assures them of a fixed price for their crops, that is 1.5 times of the cost of production. This 1.5 times MSP of the total cost of production was announced in Union Budget of 2018-19. Farmers are concerned that the introduction of 3 farm bills will ultimately lead to abolishing of MSP completely. Though there are 3 farm bills introduced, but their concerns are associated mainly with 2 farm bills, which are Farmers Produce Trade and Commerce Bill 2020 and Farmers Assurance on Prices and Farm Services Bill 2020. As this bill abolishes the monopoly of mandis and market committees notified or established under APMCs, that is Agriculture Produce Market Committees. So farmers are apprehensive that since monopoly of APMC will be abolished, they will have to look at the other options to sell their produce. And since there is no guarantee to sell there, or the end of monopoly of APMCs to purchase the produce of farmers will ultimately lead to abolishing of MSP, because at APMCs government stakeholders are present and they used to buy the products of farmers. But since the monopoly of APMC will be ended by this bill, they will have to look at the alternative options, and this may give an opportunity for the big corporates to purchase the produce of farmers at arbitrary prices, which is unfavorable to farmers. Now you can enroll yourself into our UPSC and State PCS course for 2021. The new batch is going to begin from 8th of December. The course fee has been reduced to rupees just 2,249, and you can pay in 2 installments if you have monetary issues. And the link for subscription will be provided below in the comment section as well as in the description box. One batch has already been running, and this is the new batch, and this will also be the last batch. So do enroll as soon as possible. And after subscribing, you have to send your confirmation here, pointstudent2020@gmail.com. Okay, let's move ahead now. Malayan giant squirrel has been categorized by IUCN Red List into, so it has been categorized into near threatened. So here C is right answer. Recently a report was presented by Geological Survey of India. It has projected that numbers of Malayan giant squirrel could decline by 90% in India by 2050, and it could be extinct by then if urgent steps are not taken. This Malayan giant squirrel is one of the world's largest squirrel species that has a dark upper body, pale underparts, and a long and bushy tail. It is found mostly in evergreen and semi-evergreen forests. It is distributed in India in West Bengal, Sikkim, Assam, Arunachal Pradesh, Meghalaya, and Nagaland. The IUCN Red List of this species is near threatened. It is categorized into Appendix 2 of CITES and Schedule 1 in Wildlife Protection Act of 1972. Next question now. Recently, which city raised municipal bonds under Mission Amrut? So it is Lucknow, the capital city of Uttar Pradesh. Lucknow became the ninth city to raise municipal bonds incentivized by Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs under Mission Amrut. Mission Amrut, which stands for Atal Mission for Rejuvenation and Urban Transformation, was launched in 2015. It aims to ensure that every household has access to tap with assured supply of water and a sewerage connection. And the priority zone of this mission is water supply followed by sewerage. It is a centrally sponsored scheme with 80% budgetary support coming from central government. Next question now. Consider the following statements about nuclear magnetic resonance test, in short called as NMR test. What is it? Very important. Nuclear magnetic resonance test can ascertain the composition of a product at the molecular level. So this is correct. And the NMR test is not required by Indian law for honey that is being marketed locally, but is needed for exports. This is correct. So even low quality of honey can be sold easily in the Indian market as per the existing law, but those honey which are being exported have to go through this test to ensure that only qualitative honey goes to the international market to keep the reputation up. Means हमारे हेल्थ के साथ खिलवाड़ हो सकता है very easily. Any products with low quality can be easily sold in the Indian market because of existing lacunas in Indian laws. So here both of these options are correct. So C is the right answer. And honey marketed by prominent Indian brands failed a key test of purity. The Center for Science and Environment has claimed recently, citing an investigation it conducted. Most brands passed the muster test, but when subjected to one test called as this NMR test that was done at a lab in Germany, only 3 brands passed. They included Saffola, Markfed Sohna, and Nature's Nectar. There were often multiple samples tested for each brands. Next question now. World Soil Day is celebrated on. So it is celebrated on 5th of December. So here A is the right answer. It is observed by Food and Agriculture Organization, and the theme for this year is Keep Soil Alive, Protect Soil Biodiversity. I repeat, keep soil alive, protect soil biodiversity. And if you have found the video useful till now, do like the video and do share the video with your friends and loved ones. Now let's see some more points in news. India and the United States have signed MOU on intellectual property cooperation. Department for Promotion of Industries and Internal Trade from India signed this MOU with US Patent and Trademark Office, which comes under Department of Commerce of US. Next point now. The United Nations Commission on Narcotics Drug have recently removed cannabis from Schedule 4 category of the 1961 Single Convention on Narcotics. So now cannabis will not be considered to be a banned drug by United Nations, and this was done to recognize the medical values of this plant cannabis. Next point now. Ministry of Ayush have decided that it will develop Nisarg Gram campus at Pune as the 21st century abode of naturopathy. So I hope you find the video useful. Do like and do share the video, subscribe and press the bell icon. We will meet again in the next video. Until then, stay safe and thanks for watching.